Operator name is Paul, Papa Alpha Uniform Lima, and I'm located 25 miles southwest of the city of Dublin. QSL, Larry.
Oh yes, got it all, Mr. Paul, west of Dublin. I do copy you about a 5x3. That's about a 5x3 copy right there. Over here into the location here is a few miles northeast of San Francisco, about 18 kilometers northeast, so on the upper the northeast side of San Francisco Bay. But no, good copy over here. And I did hear you call me when I stepped away from the radio for a second, so I did hear you call me in between. But I wanted to make sure I did get it back to you. And I do appreciate the call, Mr. Paul. This is a 29AT057, and the operator name was Larry. That's Lima Alpha Romeo Yankee QSL.
Yeah, Roger there, Larry, QSL. I understand you were going up to get yourself some water and some coffee there. Well, yeah, it's great to have you guys in. All yesterday was on the east coast of USA, but now we're getting to the west coast, so the population is doing really, really well. So, yeah, back to you there, Larry. Weather is good conditions over in sunshine, yeah?
Yeah, the conditions they're actually starting to change now. Finally, I think they're starting to finally drop a little bit, because all the stations have been starting to drop a little lower and lower. That last over there was about a 5 and 2. There's a little bit of noise out there right now. There's a little bit of QRM, but yeah, it's been for us. I know for the last couple of weeks, I guess we've had conditions finally in Europe over here on the West Coast. I know some of the East Coast stations have been active there for some time, but over here on this side, it's been pretty quiet over here. So nice to see that there is propagation your way, and that it is holding up this late in the day. I don't know if you heard me telling the other stations about the working conditions. What I'm using here is a 8-element cubicle quad antenna, and Yaesu FT2000, and right now is about 200 whiskeys output right now. So it has been working quite good for me today. I've been around the radio for I don't know, an hour or so, but and I kind of got a little late start. I wish I was out here earlier in the day, and the plan was going to be come around the band earlier, but that didn't pay off for me. So. But either way, it's good to make some, finally get some contacts your way, Mr. Paul QSL.
Yeah, Roger, I got your working conditions at 8-element cubicle quad extension, a fine job. Working conditions at FT767, and that signal will move it west into Antron 99, which is at 25 feet from the ground. And microphone is the MD1 desk microphone. It's an old girl, but it seems to do the trick every now and again. The first there,
I did get all of that. It's starting to. I get, every key the signal's dropping lower and lower. Actually, that was about a 5x0 right there. But yes, I did get the working conditions with the Antron and the B1 microphone. The mic, what I'm using over here, most of this stuff is external to the radio, but I'm using a Heil PR40 microphone, which is going through some external audio processing gear, and there's about 7 pieces externally that I drive into this Yaesu here. So it seems to work good. It's one of those things, once you get it set and the way you like it, I just kind of leave it alone. I use one channel into this Yaesu. My channel 2 runs the Yaesu, and I have the channel 1 I have going into an old AM transmitter. So that's what I use on the other side of it. But it's fun stuff to do. I've been doing it for quite some time. But it's one of those things that does help. If you got it set up right, you can use it to give you a little bit more punch on the audio side, and yet sound halfway decent too. So it does work. But anyways, Mr. Paul, I'm gonna we'll see what's going on. And like I said, I think my propagation is changing, because it does every key there. I start to lose you more and more. So I hope you still got a copy. 29 Tango Mike 320. This is a 2ET006 standing by.
doing a fine job, and the audio is quality over here. Some slight QRM, or sorry, QSB on the signal. We're at 5.9 in there and back up again. Well, as you said, the conditions are changing, so before they change too much, I will give you the 73 and the 51 to you and your family over there. And have yourself a really good week on Paul over here, 29TM320. And have a good evening, all the best. Good talking to you, Larry, and if I hear you again, I'll be watching. All the best, ciao.
Okay, Mr. Paul, 73s, and yeah, that last over was about 5x0 also, so it is changing, but I'm sure I'll catch you out here one time when we do have better conditions. But either way, right now is I still have a 100% copy, so no worries. Okay, Mr. Paul, 29 Tango Mike 320. This is a 2ET 006 73s.
29 Alpha Tango 57.
That was a 29 Alpha Tango 570. Was that a QSL? Okay, appreciate the 5 and 9. It was a little rough over here, a little hard copy. There's a few other stations in there, so I didn't get the first part of that key. But I do copy about a S3 over here on my side. And the location is a few miles northeast of San Francisco, California. So I'm right on the west coast over here. And the working conditions, what I'm using is a 8-element cubicle quad, Fox Tango 2000, and right now is 200 whiskeys. Yeah, but I believe my conditions are starting to change a little bit because you guys they're starting to drop a little bit in my radio. But either way, I still got a good grip. 29 Alpha Tango 570. This is a 2ET 006 standing by.
November, Oscar, Echo, Lima. On the south coast of Ireland, Larry. On the south coast of Ireland, in the city Cork. Charlie, Oscar, Radio, Kilo. Okay, copy, Larry. Back to you.
I got it all there. You know, and I just talked to another station over there in the city, the 29 Oscar. What was that? 29 Oscar Papa 049 in the same city there. But I got it all there. 29 Alpha Tango 057. I know I probably heard it right, but I wrote it down wrong. But so it's good you straightened me out. That way I can have it straight in the log. But I did get it all 100% there. 057. Excuse me there. I got a little scratchiness in my throat. But yeah, that the propagation is starting to change a little bit though, because that last over there, every time somebody keys, they have them. I'll have them in my radio. Next key, they'll drop down a little bit more. So every station is dropping lower and lower. So we'll see. And it's kind of, I guess, not too late from what the other stations are telling me from the way how you guys have had propagation coming this way. But right now, the local time here is about 11:30 Saturday morning. So it's good to see that's holding up quite well, Mr. Noel QSL.
Anyway,
Yeah, okay. I hope you got off the key there. I started to lose you towards the end there. But yeah, I'm sure I'll catch you out here when propagation is a little bit better. It was funny. I was telling, if you still got a grip on me, I was telling Mr. Michael about. It was kind of funny. I was telling him usually later in the day for the stations coming from Europe to the West Coast. Later in the day, it's always what I hear is stations from the 29 and also stations from 68. They're always the strongest ones later in the day, and it always seems that the guys that are the stronger of them are the ones that are on vertical antennas. The guys that are on the ground planes seem to do seem to do a little bit better for some reason coming this way. But anyways, I'll say 73's 29 Alpha Tango 057. This is a 2ET 006 73's.